Uh, we are not live? Guys, can you hear me? We weren't live? I think we were live. What happened? What happened? Guys? This is the first technical issues we're having today. I hope... I think I saw the chat and everything. You can hear me, okay. Did we have a disconnection of the stream? Or was it, like, was everything fine since the beginning? Thank you. James, welcome to the stream. XXX Plane, welcome. Okay, so... Scata, welcome to the stream. Okay, we've been live for 20 seconds. 40 seconds, okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. I did the intro. I hope we didn't miss the entire intro, but yeah. The idea is, like, today we're playing Assassin's Creed Revelations. Welcome again to the stream. If you didn't catch my welcome, my original welcome. We are playing Revelations. We do not have a save file for the ending, but at least we're gonna see the beginning with Desmond and Clay. So we are making up with that. Sadly, I was very much hoping to be able to play the Lost Archive DLC, but for some reason this version of the game on PC does not allow me to access the DLC already, because I thought it was like bound to happen in September and not today. Not already at this point, but apparently. Sary Supremacy. Origins like parkour. Why do you look so orange? Do I look orange? Might be because of the lighting. Let me see if I can change it. Am I more orange? Am I less orange? Am I like Carl Pilkington? I'm an orange. Well, yeah. So yeah. Today we're having a number. I expect us to have a number of technical issues. Like you said, like you might have seen at the start, we had some issues. The game itself doesn't really suit our setup for some reason. The resolution wasn't amazing when we tested it. Then we had some stuttering issues. Then we cannot put it in window mode, so it's difficult to stream it to. And also the control mapping does not really work with the PlayStation 4 gamepad.
Yeah, so if I die, it's not my fault.
So yeah, today it's going to be still, like, we can say hi Sary in the chat when she has Ezio die, but I am gonna say, like, this time we can give Sary a pass, because it's not going to be, like, the battle mapping is terrible. I don't know why, but it's, I don't know, you cannot even change that for some reason. So how many degrees in Italy? It's not that bad.
27, 28.
27, 28. So yeah, not too bad. Thanks for asking, XXX Plane. Light is fine, okay. Thank you, Jitin. But yeah, it's not too bad. We've had some clouds today, some wind, some grumbling. I wouldn't even call it thunders in the background, like in the far distance, which prompted our dog Dasha to be pretty scared, even if it was like super sunny, but still. Reinhard, welcome to the stream. I killed Lucy, I feel so bad, no more royalties. That still stings 10 years after. I wish we could have gotten an AC modern day like DLC for Clay rather than the whole weird Minecraft like DLC. Well, Minecraft wasn't released back then, so it was something. Was it? Was Minecraft out already back then? I don't think so. But yeah, I would have loved to see like a proper modern day DLC, but they very much never committed to a fully fledged modern day only content. What they did the most was this, like, and it wasn't even that. Like the Lost Archive DLC is sort of like a Minecraft kind of game, mixed with a lot of modern day stories, so it's not exactly the same. Did you know the hook blade was supposed to be in Black Flag, but they didn't want it for a reason? I think that Darby mentioned it at some point. They wanted to have that, or a joke about that, and then they did not. This is one of the, like, because Desmond in Revelations is in the Black Room, that is the safe mode of the Animus, we can only hear the dialogues between William Miles, Sean Hastings, and Rebecca. So like these columns were dedicated to the Desmond memories, but we need to find the Animus fragments. So I don't think we're going to be able to see any of them unless we find 5 data fragments. But we're starting with the first mission about in Ezio's shoes, and I don't think there's any fragments in there. Jetine, well, it's an Ezio game, just waiting how many times Sary falls to her death because of the wonky parkour side jumps. Well, to be honest, we when we were testing the game for the entire afternoon, pretty much, I did enjoy having a look at the parkour stuff, like the parkour scene that you have to do at the beginning, where we have to chase Altair's phantom, or memory. That's pretty cool. Like having like a look back at that, and testing, because I don't play that much the old games, so like going back to this kind of gameplay was very cool. This is another scene that I loved, that I love about Revelations. I think Revelations is the only game that was able to incorporate the entire trailer, the CGI trailer, in its story. I don't think Valhalla did that. I don't think so. So yeah, and of course the voiceover was not there when the game was announced at E3 of 2011. But instead of just being a trailer showcasing the stuff that you can do in the game, this is actually part of the story. This is Ezio actually going to Masyaf to trace Altair's steps. Also, Marco, we need to do more live streams. I can't wait for Monday each week. Well, we could, like, if you guys would like us to have more live streams, we can factor it in our schedules and see if we can do that with both Sary and I. We're sure we could do that, like, bi-weekly. We have also been working behind the scenes, like we mentioned already, I think, as for what concerns some activities to do in the live streams. We still have to get some answers from somebody, and maybe we'll have some news about that in the coming weeks, hopefully. Fingers crossed. What is going on with Ezio's face? Well, this was a CGI trailer, and they did a different model for Ezio's face here. Back then in 2011, they explained this new face of Ezio by saying, hey, this is not the standard Animus, this is the Animus running in safe mode. So it's not as it was for AC1, AC2, and Brotherhood, where the face of the user, the face of Desmond, was projected over the face of the characters. This game is in safe mode, like the Animus is in safe mode, so both the faces of Ezio and Altair are the real ones, and not like, so the faces of Ezio and Altair in AC1, AC2, and Brotherhood are not the actual ones. The actual ones are the ones that you see in Revelations. That's what they, that's the explanation that they provided in order to justify why they changed the face of the characters so much. To be honest, even the face of Desmond is not amazing in Revelations, but at least you don't see it that much. So.
And here we go.
If anyone wants to get Assassin's Creed in just a few minutes, show them this. Yes, look at this. I love this. Like this parkour scene where you are following Altair's phantom, which is not, of course, a phantom, but it's like a memory And here we are, very with the wonky controls because the mapping is so different from Valhalla. I think you should have like the punches and stuff, but
I want to push him.
oh, you wanted to have him. Well, he didn't die, and you cannot go on. Can you go on without punching him to death? You shouldn't follow him. I think technically you shouldn't.
Can you mind your chat while I play?
We are, what, 10 minutes in? 10 minutes in, and I was already told to shut up by my lovely wife. So, well, you took care of the guard. So,
Cool. Will you take care of the chat?
James! Marco, I started Revelations today with the intention of playing Lost Archive before it goes. Did you say it's already decommissioned? I'm not sure. The thing is, because the Ubisoft store has only the standard edition that you can purchase. The standard edition doesn't have the DLCs. You cannot get the DLCs from the store. So what I did was getting a key of the game from Fnatic, which is an official retailer, so it's nothing shady or anything. And they did have the gold edition of the game. So my idea was to have at least a chunk of the stream dedicated to the Lost Archive. But we did try and test it. When I downloaded the game, it also said like you are downloading the main game, you're downloading the Lost Archive, you're downloading some of the packs also. I don't remember what that was, like some packages of unlockable content, like weapons and stuff. Then we went to the menu to try the Lost Archive, and there is just a prompt to go to the Ubisoft store website. So I think we downloaded the game, but there is not a prompt to start the game mode, which makes me believe, unless I did something wrong, makes me believe that they might have already decommissioned stuff, because we cannot also access the multiplayer from here. So I'm not sure if the PC version has some issues already. I didn't have Revelations before today on my PC, so I wouldn't be able to tell if anything changed from the last few days or weeks. Tailgate, welcome to the stream. Interesting way to explain asset reuse in universe. Yes, back then they were trying to, and also succeeding to a degree, to find explanations in lore as to why they were doing different, they were having different visuals, different stuff, and whatnot. Of course, when the Animus 3.0 came with AC3, and that was the Animus working properly with no safe mode, Connor's face didn't have a paint over of Desmond, so that means that they forgot about that, and ever since all the animi, all of them, they never had the face of the main character painted over that of the historical character, pretty much. You're welcome for the explanation. I hope, James, that you are actually able to play Lost Archive. I do hope that you like. I hope that you can manage in the next 15 days, because I think it was already like September the 1st when the decommissioning is officially supposed to happen. But with what they're doing with the servers, I have no idea. Like I wouldn't be surprised that there might be decommissioning stuff progressively instead of like everything at the same time. But I hope that's not the case. I hope you guys are luckier than I was. Noxy Try, welcome to the stream. One of the best prologues in the franchise. I absolutely 100% agree. It's not just a prologue showcasing a historical event like the one for Odyssey, which is pretty cool, but this is very meaningful. It has all the classic elements of Assassin's Creed, like Revelations is a fully fledged classic Assassin's Creed from start to finish, pretty much. And of course, to think that back then people were fed up with Ezio. They wanted to move on to another setting, another main character, especially to think how now we are missing this. But I love this style of air assassination. It's not something you see the same way now. It's so classic air assassination from the Ezio games. Rogelio, welcome to the stream. For you, Assassins lost its essence. I agree that Valhalla could have tackled Assassins and Templars, but there's a lot of lore in that game. I wouldn't say that Assassin's Creed has lost its essence completely, and Valhalla's main game is proof for that. Like, there is, it has its own modern day. It ties into so many games of the franchise. Of course, the Isu story is there. There is enough assassin-y stuff. I wouldn't say there is. I would have loved to see way more stuff about the Assassins and the Templars, but it's there. There are dedicated narrative arcs. Sure, it changed a lot, starting with Origins, and also the concept of having an RPG approach to things also changes a lot the story that you can tell, and also the compromises that you have to take. So making dialogue choices originally went very much against the concept of the Animus and reliving the past as it originally was, like it's like the actual past and not what people, the masses, were told by the history books. But yeah, like a lot of stuff has changed. I wouldn't say that Assassin's Creed has lost its essence completely, but a lot have changed for sure. AC3 Haytham was a prologue. Haytham itself? But yeah, AC3, it's a good prologue. You very much like the character. I would say that this is better. And also you go to Masyaf, you go to the door you cannot open. And there is a much better synergy between this game and the book it is tied to, like the book that is tied to it, like the tie-in. I'm not talking about the Revelations novel, but the Secret Crusade book. That is so much better. And there are so many references to AC1. Of course, you are in Masyaf, you are looking at the various things that the stuff that Altair did in AC1. All these memories are there. This is Altair looking at the training ground, and then the road that goes down to the Masyaf village, and we're back following Ezio, and we need to get to the Templar general, whose name I absolutely forgot. I don't remember that. Tailgate. I think I have given up on trying to beat the Forgotten Saga mode. It is too difficult for me, and Nidhogg always puts me back at the start, which makes me think Nidhogg is a skill check. To a degree, yes, Tailgate, but I suggest you, the way to do this is to get, my suggestion is get the Dwarven outfit, that is the tank outfit that replenishes health, and also get the Incendiary Powder Trap ability. If you're using any fire-based ability against Nidhogg, you're going to get deal way more damage, and that will help you progress much faster. Trident K, I think this is the weakest Ezio game. Constantinople is kinda bland and to me very visually samey, and after how rich and diverse Brotherhood side content was, Revelations is underwhelming. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I'm gonna say, as a city, to a degree, I can understand that, but I would also argue that Rome can feel samey if you're not considering the landmarks. I do love going back, having a look at Constantinople every now and then. Oh wow, You were able to not get spotted. That was good. That was not good. Don't give a toss about the Constantinople plot. Well, the entirety of the historical part in Constantinople is for the modern day characters to get to the Grand Temple in AC3, pretty much, because like in Revelations, the Templars are looking for the Grand Temple because they think that there is a super strong weapon inside of it, and they are mistaken, of course. But like that's the entire story here. If we're not considering, of course, like the parallels between Desmond, Altair, and Ezio. But like the first civilization story here is finding the Grand Temple, which is not something that you find in game. So I understand why not everyone is super interested in the story itself. But I think that it has its moments. Like Ezio's moments with Sophia are very good. The parallels with Altair are also very good. And here we are using the parachute in order to follow our target, that is the Templar leader or guard or whatever it's called. And this is a snowy version of the Masyaf village that we saw in AC1, which is also so very cool. You can release it or drop. The Templars are gathering in the village. Tail them without being spotted. Can you tail them? Come on, Sary. Come on, Sary. You can do proper social stealth in these games. You can follow them by merging with the groups. Sort of. What is happening? Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like we said, controls are a little wonky. The game also is, so we might experience some issues. Oh my god, I saw somebody super happy that it's Revelations. Oh, Christopher's welcome to the stream. You are playing Revelations just now, so you're listening to us playing Revelations while you are playing Revelations. That's pretty cool. Leandros is the name. Good job, James. I was thinking of it, but I absolutely kept forgetting and kept slipping. But they already found the Grand Temple. Yeah, they found the location, but in here they're still like the modern day characters are traveling there, so you're not seeing it in Revelations. And the historical characters, the Templars here, are looking for the Grand Temple, but they do not have the coordinates, of course. So it's nobody is able to get to the Grand Temple apart from the modern day characters at the end. And we cannot see the ending here, which is one of the best endings in Assassin's Creed in general. But in the ending, when they get to the Grand Temple, there is the camera zooms in towards the entrance, and if you go frame by frame in that scene, you can actually see the phantom of Juno for a very brief moment. So that already was sort of like hinting at Juno appearing in the Grand Temple, which was pretty neat, even though nobody could confirm that for sure up until, well, of course, up until we played AC3. What happened? Oh, you're feeling Ezio's pain as usual. For AC Mexican-America War, just make parts of Tijuana, Mexico, and Mexico City and Texas. Oh, you would like to see a game set in the Mexican-America War? That'd be interesting for sure. It would be. You make it? Yes. Yeah. It'd be a different setting that AC hasn't tackled absolutely. So come on, you can manage. You're so close, so close. You still have 3 life bars, so you can make it. 2.5 life bars. Can you? Come on, Sary, come on. You still have 3. Man, there are guards also. Oh no, you got stuck. I think I'm missing some moments in the chat. I missed a lot of. We can watch the ending on YouTube. Easy. Yeah, I mean, come on, Sary, you have 1. Okay, I was about just to bring more anxiety, but you are there, about to get to Leandros, even though it's still not here. But that arch that we just passed, that was in one of the first screenshots of Assassin's Creed. It was a concept art actually by Raphael Lacoste. Made that concept super famous actually. A normal guy would die doing what Ezio is doing, but Ezio is a superhero, so. Kazekage, welcome to the stream, by the way. Marwin, welcome to the stream. That looks so painful for Ezio, yes. But now you can give back all the pain to these guards. Get rid of the Templars. Yes. I think they hit you more than you hit them. Enemy carriage. Okay. They're sustaining damage, but so do you. They're sustaining more damage. Way more damage. Come on, Sary. I think ATA themselves suggested that an Origins crossover could be built into the final parts of the... Yeah. So, thank you, James. Andra, I didn't see your comment. But yeah. Based on the rumors and leaks, it seems more easy. It seems easier for a crossover with Origins to happen in the Tombs of the Fallen activity. Because as of now, the data miners haven't seen any new potential map in Egypt in Valhalla. So it's more like there's a chance for, you know, phantoms or, you know, memories of characters appearing through pieces of Eden or something like that in Valhalla, rather than having a new map as it was the case for the Odyssey and Valhalla crossover.
I think I'm dead.
Oof. Hi, Sarah in the chat.
Hit the drive. You wanna drive? No, I hate
Okay, let me try. Do we need any buttons
no
here?
idea.
Do we just have to hit them?
No
Nobody
idea.
knows. Okay. Can we go faster though? I don't think we can. Okay. Ezio's carriage. Can I just go and hit them like this?
Yeah, but you hurt yourself.
Do I hear? I
That
think I do.
damages you.
What is
Going
damaging?
like
Oh, okay,
here.
going on the stones.
Yeah.
Ah, man. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Ouch. I said no. Come on. Ooh. Come on. Ah.
You're dead.
Yeah, I am. I think I am. What if I do this? Okay. Ah! Okay.
Well, at least it's not me.
Yeah. Hi, Sarah in the chat. Now it's hi, Marco. Yeah, I wasn't very good with that. Hi, Kaylee Kez. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Also, since I speak Spanish fluently along with English, of course, I would have a field day getting the references. You mean playing an AC Mexico? I'd love to play Spanish-based or Portuguese-based or Mexican kind of game. Love to hear more Spanish accent in the games. I mean, we did listen to oh, you can keep to the left. Okay, we did hear a lot of that in AC4 Black Flag. A lot of Spanish accents. It will really be interesting if they add the new story to Origins or build Amunet, Bayek, and Egypt into Valhalla's code. Yeah, I'd love that. I think that realistically it's much easier for them to maybe create a map in Origins. Maybe. Oh, you just had to resist. Okay. They could create a map in Origins if they still are okay to do that with the tech, like with the engine with Origins engine. They were able to do that with Odyssey with no issue. And we could have like maybe a bigger story in Origins, and then just meeting characters in Valhalla without having a new map. I'm not sure. It would be a different type of crossover for sure. That's no doubt about that. You're supposed to drive longer than the opponent. Yes. Sary figured that out apparently. I did not. Actually, I was very bad. Christophorus was saying take as much space as you can to hit the enemies and don't pass through the stones. Yes. Thank you guys. Taking breaks from the Forgotten Saga mode is probably a good thing because I have been getting burnt out. Yes. These are game modes that if you are having fun with them, like if you are if you enjoy losing because you know that, you know, dying is part of the game mode. If you enjoy, you know, getting power-ups and building your characters as you keep failing, you know, pretty much. If you enjoy that kind of loop, then it can provide gameplay and enjoyment for a long time. If you do not, it can be very frustrating. I can understand that tailgates if you need some time before getting back to that, because if the game mode feels too tough on you, it can be very frustrating and you can just rage quit and drop it. It's kind of ironic that with the political environment and post-COVID, they want us to celebrate AC by deleting games. Yes. Well, they're not deleting games, but they're deleting side content, which is not amazing for sure. And this is Revelation's take on the Eagle Vision. It's actually called Eagle Sense. It's something that they introduced here, and then they sort of forgot, sometimes used again, but not really. Like, this is an enhanced version of Eagle Vision where Ezio could not only see the enemies but also see their paths. He could lock on his sense on enemies and see their path, how they could move. As you can see on the ground, there are, you know, the path that the enemy might be taking, which is something that has been done other times in the game, in the various games, but it wasn't called Eagle Sense. If I recall correctly, they wanted to do something for Unity, something similar for Unity, and then they did not. The pulses that they wanted to do for the Eagle Vision, I think that was a way to represent that the Eagle Vision can progress and improve. But then the Eagle Vision in Unity was not carried out as they announced through the campaign, if I recall correctly. I surely hope by the next month the announcement is worth it. I hope so. Judging by what Jason Schreier said last month, they should announce Rift, but they also said that they postponed Rift, so we don't know for sure if they're going to announce it or not. I hope so. Lena, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Welcome. Eminent in Rome after killing Cleopatra and under the rule of Octavian and Mark Antony. I think that would deserve a dedicated game, because like you cannot have Octavian and Mark Antony without having a dedicated game. Like, yeah, you could have a DLC, I guess, but Octavian is such an important figure in the Roman history. You cannot just talk about him like that. Plus, Amulet in Rome after killing Cleopatra under the rule of Octavian and Mark Antony is very much the content of the Assassin's Creed Origins comics, so I don't think they're gonna do that in the games as well. I'd love to see a recreation of early Imperial Rome For us, yeah, I would love that as well, but I don't think they're gonna do that. You need to. I don't think you can climb here. This is more like a cover, I think. Because with Eagle Sense, you can see the path, and there should be a path around here, so you can walk around it. I don't think you can climb here. You should use this one, but I don't think you can. This is, if I recall correctly, when I played this for the first time, this is only to acting as a cover. Then you can hide, you can get the enemies and stuff like that. The big news is Roger Craig Smith is at Ubisoft Montreal. Let's talk about that. Yes, Ubisoft. Roger Craig Smith released a picture today that he was in front of the Ubisoft Montreal studio. Honestly, I don't think there's anything huge about it. I would imagine he's there because this week, next week, and the week after that, it's celebrations about the Ezio games. I don't think there's any crossover coming up. My safest bet is that he might participate in the streams that they're going to do about the Ezio games on the Ubisoft News channel, or whatever it's called. But he's a very famous voice actor, so he might also do some voiceover work for the social media videos. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be something huge, like something new involving Ezio, because it's like this is going to be 3 weeks of AC15 celebrations about Ezio. So unless this is for the September 10th announcements, but I wouldn't expect that. I would think this is more likely to be about AC15 than anything more. Roger also plays Batman. Yes, he plays Batman. He did Sonic. He also did Chris Redfield in a number of... Sorry?
Can go up here.
You cannot, apparently. Because I think this is to show you the tailing mechanics. So I don't think you can go up anywhere. So yeah, he also did Chris Redfield in the recent Resident Evil games. He did a lot of stuff, a lot of work. Oof. Careful. Okay. That was close. That was very close. Roger is also a bit of a jokester troll, so he might just crewing. Well, I mean, if he's there for a reason. He's not just randomly at Ubisoft Montreal. What I believe is just that it's not as huge as it might seem. Sergio, a third game with both Bayek and Amulet protagonists playing two different stories that connect at the end. That was sort of like what was kind of planned to be the case with Origins. It wasn't like two different stories, but like if I recall correctly, the leaks said that the original pitch for the story for Origins had you playing as Bayek, and then Bayek would die, and then you would take on the shoes of Amunet. You would become Amunet and start playing from there. But apparently, Ubisoft eventually deemed that not to be the best choice, and so they made the entire game about Bayek. And Aya became like either a side character or like a less important main character. What is your favorite random guy? What is your favorite Assassin's Creed and then your least favorite Assassin's Creed? I'm gonna answer the usual way I answer when I get that question. I cannot. If I really had to choose, I'm gonna say my favorite game is AC2, but I cannot, because like in terms of game world, my favorite game is that was close. the game world, my favorite game world is Egypt and then Paris, so I very much like those games in terms of game world. In terms of historical story, I love AC2. In terms of modern day, I love Brotherhood and AC3. So I don't think I have a favorite game, and also I don't think I have a least favorite game. If I had to choose, it would probably be Odyssey. But also Odyssey has, even if I criticized it a lot, it has a lot of good elements, both in terms of gameplay and a few scenes that are very well acted that I really enjoy, despite not being a fan of the game. So yeah. How will Roger rescue Skull and Bones? I don't. You think he'd be there for Skull and Bones? I mean, maybe, because like, wow, low health.
Because I don't know how to counter.
Have you tried every kind of button?
Every kind of button.
We don't have that. We don't do that. And also, you should have the button to cure yourself.
Yeah, but I don't have.
Well, you have the medicine in the wheel.
Yeah, but it's that's. Thank you.
That's here. Did you cure yourself? Yes, it worked somehow. So even if the button mapping is terrible, we can try and work around it. Why did they change Aya's name? What do you mean? Was there a different name for Aya before, or are you talking about changing Amunet to Aya? Aya was supposed to be the main protagonist in Origins. Aya was supposed to be one of the two protagonists of Origins, if I recall correctly. Like, the first half of the game would be Bayek and the second one would be Aya. I'm the same way. I love all the games for their own reasons. I wish Syndicate had real historical figures instead of Starrick. You mean as the final daddy, like the Templar Grandmaster? Because there are a lot of historical characters in Syndicate. Just, they might not be, some of them might not be as famous or relevant, but some of them are like some of the highest levels of the government, like the Israelis. So there are some historical characters, well, a number of historical characters in. Come on, you can do it, Sary. Sary, go.
What happens? I don't have any.
Are you punching him?
Yeah,
okay.
Because it doesn't. Oh, it didn't let me.
Yes, we have the sword. Yeah, good job. Is it done? No, not yet. It is done, but there's another one. But it is done again. But there's another one. Aya changed her name to Amunet to kind of represent the rebirth as a hidden one. Amunet was an Egyptian god, which literally means hidden one. That is all correct. I think that they started, like, the character that they knew was Amunet. They might have decided, like, because Amunet and Amun means hidden one, pretty much both of them. I think that they decided to have a secret story that nobody knew about in lore. So even, Bayek's story also. And because it was meant to be an origin story, they wanted to create a story that got to what we knew about Amunet. So they do it the other way around. It's not like they changed Amunet's name to Aya, but it's more like they created a backstory for Amunet when she had a different identity, pretty much. Malaka in the chat. Odyssey, well, I wouldn't say it's a terrible game. In terms of gameplay, it's very good. In terms of making it fit with the established lore, that's another pair of shoes. There's a lot of inconsistencies in my opinion. But there are some very good scenes in there as well. I'm not a huge fan of the voice acting by most characters, but there are some very heartfelt scenes as well. There are some ties also to the lore, even some very old ties like Pythagoras actually was mentioned in Project Legacy in 2010, and then he appeared in Odyssey in 2018. So that was like 8 years later, and he was a very good representation of how Pythagoras was described in Project Legacy. So did he use the knives?
Yeah, like I tried for half an hour and then I managed to.
Well, you got an achievement. You got a Uplay achievement, even if Uplay doesn't exist and hasn't existed for years. So, good job, I guess. James is answering in the chat about the comments. I think they are on Odyssey. The remains of Ezio experimentations on humans. I think. Are we talking about the monsters in the Atlantis DLC? I think maybe. Lina, I like Odyssey, but I have only played Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. I mean, that's also another thing. Like, of course, if you come from the Ezio games, from the original games, and if you have played all the AC games leading up to Odyssey, you might have some kinds of expectations, and Odyssey is a huge evolution. It's a huge change, and also it very much clashes from a lot of original concepts of the franchise. If you start with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it way more, and you might have way more issues playing the Ezio games, because the concept of an Assassin's Creed game now is so very different from how it was before. It still retains a chunk of its essence, like we mentioned at the start of the stream, but it's way different for sure, both visually and in terms of gameplay and in terms of the layout of the world. You're actually trying to kill all of them.
Yeah.
Good job. That's how you do it. Clear the outpost. I think they spotted you again. Is this a Mexican standoff? Yes, sort of. Did he die? No. These guards that fall from roofs and don't die, this is different from... Oh, they died, okay. I was about to say, this is different from the recent games. We're trying to assassinate them. But they're dead.
One there.
Oh, there's one there. Okay.
But it doesn't jump.
Because he's under. Okay, now you can assassinate him. Yes. I love how the camera slows down to see. Like it's almost like Ezio is hanging, in mid-air for a few seconds. Have I missed a lot for not playing the older AC games before Origins? I'm gonna say yes in terms of story, Lina. You can take your time, because like most of the old games, they require 10 to 20 hours at best to complete, if you're just playing the main story. In terms of gameplay, you might not be... Whoa! That was close. Yeah, I think you might go where they shoot and they create cracks on the walls, or I don't think you can go and kill them. Because like there's a camera. Can you kill them? No, I don't think you can. There is a camera there that shows... I'd be surprised if you were able to kill them. And this is a classic ATA stream with Dasha barking in the background, which also means that she's feeling fine and she's not worried about the clouds anymore. What is happening?
How do I cure myself?
But yeah, like to go back to the answer for you, Lina, I suggest you go back to the games. You should expect them to not feel as good as the new games, because the gameplay is way more fluid in the new games. You have way more opportunities and stuff you can do in the new games. Uh, can you go somewhere else? I think they had to shoot the wall.
To do what? Kill me?
No, to create cracks on the walls. Oh, okay. So no. Oof. You should try not to jump. Just go up. Oof. Okay. On the left there is a thingy. Okay. Sary is giving me the evil eye. I was trying to help. I was just trying to help. Okay. Okay. I mean, that was not mansplaining, was it? I hope not. But yeah. How old is Dasha? Dasha is 11 years old. And for a dog of her size, that's a lot. Oof. Man, that was a nice scene. So she is sadly on her way to what is called the Rainbow Bridge. Hopefully it's gonna happen as far from today as possible, but we know it's gonna happen soon. But we are leaving every time, every moment we can with her, and she's still pretty lively for now. So wonky parkour for the win. Thing is,
it's wonky Sarah, it's not parkour.
It's wonky Sarah. The old hound still has a bite. The old hound is super cool and also kind of sexy, I'm gonna say, because like he's, you know, very, yeah, he has such a demeanor in his old age, like his, you know, that's why he found the love of her life now. So 6 Keys, welcome to the stream. I have a question for you. Where is 6 Keys? I didn't even see her. Sup everyone. 6 Keys, I have a question for you. Are you finding any, like, is it easy for you to stream the Ezio games and especially Revelations? Because I found like so many issues today to make this work. It had stuttering issues. We cannot play the game in windowed mode. The resolution sometimes doesn't work. As of now, we had to have a different setup with our streaming software because we cannot exit full screen. So any issue with the stream we wouldn't be able to manage without stopping. So what kind of a dog is she? Dasha is a South Russian Shepherd dog. She is a huge white dog with long white hair. Well, not super long now, but oh yeah, Sary can show you a picture of Dasha. There we go. If I can, I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can, because I cannot even see it. I have to see it with a lag as you guys do, but I think you can see it. This is a calendar that we created for her, and I'm keeping it in my room here. I think, yeah, okay, you could see her. Okay, that's her. So yeah, the only problem I sometimes have, if I tab out, the game might start glitching graphically, but a restart usually fixes it. So you're able to stream it. Oh, but yeah, right, you're not streaming with a camera. So you're streaming the game directly, but you have an overlay. Maybe I'm gonna DM you, because we've had so many issues today. Anyway. Has the recent heat wave been affecting Italy? It has up until a few days ago. Now it's less strong, thankfully. But the last 2 to 3 weeks were super tough. I think we might have some dialogues here in the modern day, because this was the prologue, so we should be able to find Clay somewhere, but before we have... Alright. They are chartering a jet to go to Lucy's funeral, because at this point they do not know that Lucy was about to betray everyone. And so Rebecca and Sean are going to her funeral. And on Assassin's Creed Initiates, they actually showed a picture of a guy with a phone in front of her grave, and they never confirmed who that guy was. And it wasn't Sean or Rebecca. And the same guy also went in front of Daniel Cross's grave in Rome, I think it was, or somewhere like that. And they never confirmed who that guy was, and I still have that. Christopher's Clay, my favorite character. Ah, yes. Yeah. It's very good to have a look at Clay in this game, and especially in the Lost Archive. If any of you guys is able to play Lost Archive anymore, because it gives like a whole perspective on Clay, and on like Clay was pretty much a failed Desmond in a way, because like what succeeded and worked with Desmond did not work with him, because he didn't have the proper memories, and Abstergo abused him on the Animus and whatnot, and that's a very sad story. And the Lost Archive DLC tells that story, and his relationship with his family and whatnot. That's a very good story, for sure. In the meantime, we are going to the crossroads of the world, to Constantinia. Here we are in Constantinople, and Ezio has finally reached the city. James, when I streamed ACB multiplayer using OBS, the stream and game setup was fine, but I was running ACB full screen on one monitor and had OBS chat in a second monitor. Yes, that's what I was trying to do today. I might write to you as well after the end of the stream, because we wanted to have, like, we had a two-screen setup. We wanted to try that, and it did not work anyway. Because it seems like Revelation does not allow you to move from a screen to another, and it wasn't amazing. Yeah, the Lost Archive seems to be lost, and it's a sad joke, so I cannot really laugh. Well, Six Keys, I hope that it works for you, because it does not work for me. Like, I downloaded the Gold Edition of Revelations today. Gold Edition is not available on the Ubisoft Store website. I had to get it from an official retailer. It's called Fanatic. I downloaded the Gold Edition. It also said, hey, you are downloading the main game, the Lost Archive DLC, the packages, weapons and whatnot. And then from the main menu, I got to the Lost Archive, tried to boot it up, and it says, instead of the prompt to boot it up, there is a link to the Ubisoft Store front page, which of course doesn't have the Lost Archive DLC. So at least in my case, it doesn't seem to work. But I hope that you guys might be able to do that, and maybe I missed something. But yes, I will DM you, James. I'm so glad they have the DLC on the Ezio collection. I am too, because at least there is some way to play it. But there will not be some way to play it on PC after September the 1st, or maybe even now. So it's not amazing. Desmond is a direct descendant. His gene is purer. If you're talking about well, Desmond compared to Clay, they are both descendants of Ezio Auditore, but from different branches. So I think that Desmond, if I'm not mistaken, is a descendant of Flavia, who is Ezio's daughter, while I think that Clay might be a descendant of some other relationship that for sure Ezio had, because if I'm not mistaken, he wasn't like the Lost Archive shows that he was not able, like Abstergo was not able to get with Clay up until the scene in Brotherhood where which shows where the apple is hidden. So they were not able to see that the apple was hidden under the Colosseum in Rome, and that's why they moved on to Desmond. So because in Clay's DNA there wasn't a genetic memory that showed that Ezio went to leave the apple in the Colosseum, it means that the genetic memory flow in Clay's DNA stopped before that. So he needs to be a descendant of another relationship that Ezio had before the events of Brotherhood. I think that was how they wanted to explain it, if I'm not mistaken. He's not an indirect descendant. You have to think like Ezio is here, and then he might have had different relationships, so that means different branches, but also under Ezio there are different branches and branches and branches. So of course you could be related to Ezio without having the same pure lineage and DNA concentration. Marcus, you want to know when the lineage breaks with Clay? Do you remember that in AC2 there's a secondary mission in Forli where Ezio meets someone called Annetta? Yeah, maybe they mentioned that in the books. And if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning of Brotherhood, there's also that lady that gets flowers with gets some flowers with Ezio towards the villa in Monteriggioni, and they are sort of like flirting. I'm not sure if it was confirmed that Annetta was the ancestor to Clay. It might be. Yeah, it's a strong possibility. I remember there was some discussion in the past. Odin, old father, welcome to the stream. Odin is with us. Welcome, welcome. Also, you are seeing on screen Pulsante 3, Pulsante 2. That's Italian for button, apparently. I don't know why the games is recognizing Italian in the button, but English in the subtitles. Like, this is the our PC setup does not really like revelations. But I do. Ezio never got to sleep. Yeah, he did not in game, but maybe before. Like he did not in the events shown there, so probably he did not. Because of course there's the assault on Monteriggioni, like the attack on Monteriggioni, but yeah, Ezio never got laid with her. True. Question for everybody: your favorite AC game? I'll let you guys answer in the chat.
Assassin's Creed Rogue for me.
Yeah, Sary says Assassin's Creed Rogue. We have played it a few weeks ago. She enjoyed it that much. The intro to AC Rogue, I love it so much as well. Not as much as this one. Lost Archive update. I don't have it. If I click the link to buy it, I'm taken to the Ubisoft store page to buy Odyssey. I think it has been removed from sale. So yeah, that's exactly the same thing that happened to me, James. So I guess this is not just happening to me, which means Lost Archive is very much lost. At least we are entering the Assassin Bureau, so not everything is bad today, but it does seem I am using the Animus chair. Yes, I am. Thankfully, Secret Lab was kind enough to gift us with one of them, so we're happy to show it. It's also very comfortable and it has some memory foam armrests, which are pretty cool. I could fall asleep during the stream because of the magnetic headrest. Super heavy, by the way. So yeah, so I'm super sad to know that to get the confirmation that Lost Archive is not available on PC anymore already. Because they did say at least they could keep it alive for the week of Revelations, but apparently not. A lot of people saying that their favorite game is Brotherhood. Brotherhood, Revelations, Origins, Rogue, Brotherhood.
Who's Rogue?
Brotherhood. XXX Plane 12 said Brotherhood, Revelations, Origins, and Rogue.
Bright minds.
Kazakage is saying my first AC game was AC3. Is that your favorite one though? Fuse Shell. Oh right. I forgot about the bombs. The bombs in the game, they announced for Revelations that there were going to be like 1,000 combinations possible. And then because this was a 3DS game turned into a main game and they had to accept a lot of compromise on a lot of stuff, the bombs that you can have in Revelations, there's a few types. You can combine some objects in the various bombs so you can have different effects, but there's not a lot of them, and surely not 1,000 combinations. Probably 10, 15 combinations maybe, which is a lot, but still. A zap leather spolders. Oh, we're getting them. Yeah, we have enough money, but Sary doesn't like it, so
No, that's fine.
you're getting it? Okay. General Clanker, hello there. Yeah, well, better late than never, but like we are 1 hour in, so we still have quite some time to play. And because we cannot play the Lost Archive DLC, we're going to keep playing with Ezio in Constantinople. Desmond takes after Ezio. They both have illegitimate children. I mean, yeah, kinda. To a degree. That's not wrong. I never thought of that. Imagine if Eivor was related to Adewale. Okay. I mean, why not? You forgot to say hello there, but I did. So, hello there, hello there. The last Dragonborn could be a hidden one. Poofin and gone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. The game really pushes the bombs at every opportunity by filling every corner of the map with crafting station. Yeah, at the very least, you can use them as much as you can. Oh right, I forgot the type of map that Revelations had. You had to go to the first sync point or viewpoint. And I also forgot that there were the den defense things, but I love them. I usually like, I used to like den defense games, so not too bad. How are Yusuf? Praise the heavens. I love Yusuf. What is your favorite TV series, one that you can rewatch endlessly? I don't think there's any that I rewatch that frequently. If I had to choose my favorite, I don't have a favorite one. Like currently my favorite one is Westworld because it's so similar to AC. I understand that they released the finale recently and it wasn't good, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, Westworld is one of my favorite ones. I enjoyed rewatching it to get ready for season 4, so that's a way to answer your question, Jitin. Other than that, my other favorite TV shows, I really loved Person of Interest, which was pretty much Watch Dogs as a TV series, or Watch Dogs was Person of Interest as a video game. I never got to finish that too. I loved Supernatural as well, and never got to finish that as well. So yeah, I remember when everyone used to hate Den Defense. Yeah, say the line, Yusuf. Say the line.
Which is button 4 now.
Which is button 4? Nobody knows really. Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. Isn't it nice when you have to understand the button mapping because nothing in the game tells you? Okay, you're gonna lose too. Okay, so he's waiting for you. It's not. There's an Animus fragment there. I mean, you don't want to miss the Animus fragments.
No, I don't.
That's a sacrilege. Never bothered with that damn mini game. I mean, you don't have to, but like, it's a mechanic that allows you to, you know, get more assassin-y stuff. You get to the dens. There is also a mechanic of control, which means that you might. Oh, that's good. Which means that you might those dens that you free, that you liberate, they might get controlled again. You had to use the button 4. He's gonna lose you. He's gonna lose you. Come on, Sary, come on.
Where is he?
Somewhere on the roofs, though. Also, an HBO series being disappointing, not really news, Mark. Yeah, that's also true. That's also true. The thing is, I was having a little bit more, a bigger hope about season 4 for Westworld because the first episodes looked very good. Like it seemed like it was getting much better than season 3, which was not amazing. But what is your favorite TV show? Let me know in the chat. I'd be interested. Assassin's Creed Revelation is the only game worthy of the ACR abbreviation. Let's not tell Sary that. Sprint at your opponent, and as you reach him, use the hook blade to slip by. You should use button 4 and then button 9.
Which is button 9?
It's run, probably. So you should run and then button 4. Okay, that wasn't really what you had to do.
Wasn't it?
No, you should run over their shoulders and then run away. So, try. I mean, that's much cooler than running on their shoulder. What is button 9? It could be like one of the dorsal, one of the back.
Okay.
You made it? Okay. Currently going for 100% in Odyssey. Well, good job with that. Well, General Clanker, I don't think that you have to clear the entire map for the 100% that you see on the Ubisoft Connect platform. Oh, here is... Say the line, say the line. He said the line. It was time. Ignore button 9. That's just for the tutorial. You only need button 4. James knows the tricks here. House is one that I watch over and over again, but I have so many that I have watched over and over and I still watch them. What is House? Oh, House, Dr. House, okay. Sary used to watch House a lot.
Yeah.
Dr. House.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I was younger, yeah.
When you were younger, yeah, and you watched also, what's the other one? I don't remember the names, of course.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, you used to watch Grey's Anatomy a lot. It's still running,
It's
I think.
how I learned English.
Yeah, that's how you learned You learned English with House, especially.
Grey's Anatomy.
No! Jatin, you mentioned that earlier, that this would have happened, and here it is. Hi, Sary, in the chat. I mean, you lasted for 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 33 seconds, so...
Yeah. It's a record.
That's still pretty solid.
Yeah.
Having fun?
These recruits just minding their own business. Out of nowhere comes Ezio and starts throwing them on the floor. Yeah. Hi, Sary. Yes, yes. Jatin is saying, yes, yes, I told you. Hi, Sary. I mean, this was fun. Try not to do that again. I mean, okay. Good job. Do you need to press the button to do that?
When it's very... No. I need to push when it's very far.
Okay. So now you do not have to.
No.
Okay. Good job. Come on, Ezio. Go, Ezio. Go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. This is where they took the iconic screenshot that they used to promote the game. And this is another very famous cutscene. The Crossroads of the World. That is also a name of one of the tracks. Death counter 1. It's not too much. Death counter 1, 6 keys because you didn't see the other ones. I mean, we should count the ones where you were trailing the carriage.
How do I synchronize now?
You should. Push pulsante 11, that's obvious. Oh, you need to synchronize now, so...
Yeah, which is the button. I'm scared of just...
Try not to die, please. That's... You throw some knives, so no.
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 Careful. Is it select? Maybe.
Select?
Is there select? Is there...
No.
There's option. There's... Maybe can we use this button here? There should be a button on the keyboard that we can use. Let's use. But there's not 11 on the keyboard. This is another. We are at an impasse here.
So scared.
This is probably one of the tallest locations. One of the highest locations in Constantinople. So try. You cannot synchronize from here. From here you can, but still, if you jump, it's over. It's over. It's over. Come on, Sary. Game Boy SR says to type E. Okay. Let's type E. I typed E and it didn't work. Are we typing all the buttons?
Oh, there.
There we go. What was that?
The Eagle Vision.
Oh, it was the Eagle Vision. Okay. I mean, try E or Shift on the keyboard. Okay. We made it. At last, we made it. Oh, yes. And you also didn't jump randomly. So I call that a success. There is one screenshot from Dying Light 2, incredibly similar. Yes, I remember that. Again, welcome to the stream. Didn't say that earlier. I remember people saying, "Hey, this is so very similar to that." If I recall correctly, there is also a there is a Unity screenshot that is similar to Ezio climbing the Galata Tower. Oh, now you have to get the zip lines, which is the button. I mean, you should be able to just jump over. Oh, you need to jump with the hook blade. You're gonna fall. Are you gonna fall? You're gonna fall? You're gonna fall? No, good job. I guess Ezio has the high ground. Yes, yes. FOV is amazing in this game. Yes, I agree. The way you can see in the distance is very cool. And there are mods that allow you to change the draw distance and the FOV in the recent games. I'm not sure if you can do that in the Ezio games as well. Did anyone here play that Transformers Wii U game? I did not. I'm sorry. Can we all agree Revelations has the best story and gameplay in the Ezio trilogy? I mean, surely the best ending. I think I prefer a little bit more as the historical story. I prefer AC2. In terms of modern day, I prefer Brotherhood. 100%. GTG guys, take care, enjoy the stream. Thank you 6 Keys for stopping by. It was super nice to have you. Enjoy the rest of the night. Bye. Any news of the Netflix series? As I know, not yet. I would expect to find some news in September when they are having the AC announcements at the Ubisoft Forward event. But other than that, before that, I'm not sure. My favorite TV series is The Big Bang Theory. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, Sary loved it. I also did like it. I don't think I've watched every single episode because there are you did. Sary did. I think I watched the ending some time ago. But yeah, classic sitcom.
Stop it.
Do we call it the Jetin jump? Are you doing the Jetin jump?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Try not to do the Jetin jumps, please. Good. That was very Indiana Jones like. Like the guy did all the work to get to you and then you threw a throwing knife and that was done. Rhiannon, why they changed the hook blade from the cover with the actual blade at the end but the hook on the center? It makes more sense. Well, sometimes the visuals change because they look prettier for the covers. They are photoshopped and stuff, while in game sometimes in order to avoid clipping they have to choose, you know, to make different decisions. Are you throwing a knife to him? It didn't get to him. Let's leap of faith into the hay. I mean, let's do our leap. Here we go. Classic Jetin jump there. Tailgate, thanks for joining us. It was nice to see you again. You can expect us to have a new stream next Monday. So hopefully we'll be playing Brotherhood and hopefully we're not going to have as many stream issues. Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones are the best for me. I haven't watched either of them. I know that's a sin, almost, but...
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I have no idea.
But why? Oh, are you targeting stuff on the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it working?
Should be here, but
It should be enter here. Memory in progress. You need to leave the current memory to enter.
Which memory?
Well... No. Just go. Try and go back. You shouldn't you get to the top? Because it's saying that you have to get to the top, 7 meters up. Or is it in front of you? Because this is like the Borgia Towers. Didn't you have to do stuff here? Okay. That's our assassin. Press pulsante 4 to talk. They have all these masks. They're so cool. I don't know, people still play board games. Yes, people still do. They also manufactured Brotherhood of Venice, which is a very nice but also time-consuming board game about Assassin's Creed, which is very cool. So we are doing the Den defense now. Sary doesn't know even what the den defense is. Do you know what that is? No. Okay. So basically,
They'll teach me.
you need to protect the assassin's den from waves of attacks. So you need to set where you want to place your assassins.
I have no idea where they're coming from.
I have no idea what you should do now, but place a leader by moving the cursor to a locked rooftop and pressing pulsante 1. So you have to choose one of the rooftops.
I can go on the rooftop here.
Yeah, so you can place them here and then press pulsante 1. That's it. So we have now 40 morale, whatever that means. You can add a defending unity by pressing pulsante 8 to yeah, you need to bring up the unit wheel.
Which?
Is it like the tool wheel that you had earlier? You can select the crossbowman and then you can place them there to protect the tower. There. Is it the den? That's our crossbowman. Can you place another one? Oh yeah, you have you have 26 morale now, so you should yeah, you can place one here. And you can place another one, I think, on the other side maybe. Now you can only place one more and then you're done. Okay. Now you have 0 morale. We are super sad now. Time for you to go. Thank you, James, for joining us. It was super nice. I'm gonna write to you later about the about streaming on 2 screens. I hope we can actually manage. We have here the Byzantines attacking us, but the barricade, the defense that you put, it worked. So now you have to place barricades. Tower defense moment, yes. So Sary now has to place the barricade. I think you need to, okay, yeah, there, and then press 1. So you place the barricade. I think you can put another one. No. Okay, maybe on the other side. Okay, there. So you can stop them. We don't have any money, so what are we doing? I think you need to just wait for the new wave, or you don't have any money. You have only 5 morale, so you cannot do anything more. Now you have 7, so the morale gets increased as you go on, but you cannot place another one up until it gets morale 10. And maybe after you've placed that, there's going to be a new wave of enemies. I'm not a fan of RPG stuff. I draw the line on tower defense. I actually like it, but as mini games on web on my PC, but or at or my phone. Like I usually don't like den defense on main games. But so we have our barricades there, but we don't have any crossbowmen. Maybe you could place a crossbowman on the other.
We don't have money.
True. I don't have anything more to say. What do you think the Ottoman assassins thought when they saw Ezio wearing the robes of their late mentor? Nothing good, to be honest. You're talking about the Ishak Pasha robes? But yeah, it's not. You have to place another leader. There you go. Now you can place a rifleman. Okay. So this is a tutorial. Good. I like that. Riflemans, they are like Sary, you're a sniper. So because you cannot be a sniper in this game, you can be helped by other snipers. Odyssey is better than Revelations. In terms of gameplay, I'm gonna say yes, of course. It's a huge evolution. It's a bigger game. It's a bigger world. There's a longer story. And in terms of, the core of the game, the feeling, it is incomparable in my opinion. Look at them shooting at them. You don't have the barricade anymore. You really have to hope that they're going to be dropped before they get to the end. Otherwise, it's going. You can place more stuff now, like a new rifleman, or you can. Yeah. Come on. Yes. Good job. Was it the last one? No, there's another one attacking now. New barricade. Yes, this is a good one. Yeah, those robes. Yeah. The must not be nice to know. Wow, what happened there? Did they hit with the cannonball? Yeah, it must not be nice to see that Ezio went to Ishak Pasha's grave. He got the robes and then went back to the assassin den and said, "Hey guys, nothing new, nothing to look at. Everything's fine." Come on, guys, don't pick up fights in the chat about Odyssey or Ezio. It's fine. I mean, we can all enjoy our games without any issue. Okay. Reinhard, please keep the tone a little lower. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to behave like a mod. My Wi-Fi went out. What did I miss? Did Sary die again? Because that's what you expect when you watch and access the Animus stream. It depends, Trident K, on when you left, but in the den defense mode, no, nothing happened. But before that, Sary did at least 2 classic Jetin jumps, so we could say that. So now you have put 3 barricades. It's very slow as a mode, this one. Hopefully it's gonna be over soon, because it's saying that there is 18 enemies out of 19. So I guess that after these ones, there's going to be like a final enemy. And Sary is installing more barricades. So now, yeah. You can see there's an icon of a different type of enemy. I would imagine it's like a machine or something like that. Yeah, you should place some more. It's coming. There you go, it's a machine. I expected that. How long is this minigame? I hope that after doing the boss here, we are done and we can move on. We can maybe have one more mission and then we can wrap up the stream. Come on, look at how many are shooting at this. Like, how many rifle people. Are you placing a new barricade? There isn't room for that, apparently. You can shoot on it? What's that? No, nothing. Sorry.
Do not distract me.
Yeah, sorry, I distracted you. I'm sorry, but Trident K. I'll end the Assassin's Creed fights with an objectively correct statement. The prequels is the best era of Star Wars. Oh no, you really wanted to start that fight instead of the one about the AC games? Oh my god. I think they're gonna win this time. Come on, guys, shoot the thing. You can. Oh, but there's still the entire life of the den. You can place more assassins on the roofs.
No, I have no more room.
Really? Okay. Yes! Good job, Sary. You made it. Almost didn't. And there is also a cutscene to celebrate this. Good job, Ezio, and good job, Sary. We cannot wrap up the stream without watching the ending. I want the ending. We cannot go on YouTube to show you the ending. No, especially because, like I mentioned, we have a very...
well, we actually can. After the...
Oh, but we have to do the quiz. I forgot about that. We have to do the Revelations quiz. So I think that maybe you can fire a cannon. I remember that, like, there was a button, but maybe, I mean...
So, do I quit and we go?
Okay, so, I think we can quit with Revelations. Then we can have the quiz about Revelations, and then we can have a look at the ending of Revelations on YouTube. Do you guys really want to see the ending of Revelations? Because that, I mean... You let me know in the chat if that's okay with you. In the meantime, let's migrate temporarily to a temporary screen. And we can actually...
We do the...
We're doing the quiz, the trivia now. Reinhard is okay with looking at the ending. Jetin is... Just listen carefully to the main theme. Yes, Kazakage, okay, so we're having the quiz now, and then we're having a look at the ending. Yeah, and the spoilers coming with it.
Let me
so,
see if I can...
You want to try and log in and see if we can...
Give me a second.
Okay. So in the meantime, I'm going to have a look at the chat. Okay. You're spoiling the ending. I mean, it's been out for 11 years, so it's not too bad. So, where do we start the ending, though? Where do we start the ending? We should start when Ezio gets to the bottom of the Masyaf library, I guess.
I cannot.
I've seen you cannot. Well, let's start with the quiz, and even if we cannot, have a look at the effective answers. So this is the first question of the quiz. Desmond awakens on Animus Island and meets a digital version of Clay Kasmarek, otherwise known as. You guys, let me know in the chat what the answer for that is. It's pretty easy this time. Of course, it's not sample 17 because it's a subject. Let me know in the chat. Subject 16, that's easy. I already know what it is. Subject 16, that's pretty easy. Let's move on to the next one. Upon arrival on Masyaf, Ezio is ambushed and captured by Byzantine Templars. The Templar commanding them, if you have watched the stream, was it Leandros or Valicel Tradat? Reinhard, please stop. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to remove you from the chat. Really. So, the answer is, I'm gonna let you answer in the chat. Is it Leandros or Valicel Tradat? Leandros. Okay, that is Leandros. Correct. So next one. Identify the assassin that led Yusuf Tazim to eventually join the order. Oh, this is also easy. We have a little lag here, I think, but I'll let you guys. Vali, only Romanian character in AC. Yes, that's true. That is true. And he also betrays, I think, the assassins. So, is it Ezio or is it Ishak Pasha? Reinhard says Ezio, but I'm not sure. General Clanker says Ishak Pasha. I'm gonna let you. Ishak Pasha. That's Triton K is saying Ishak Pasha. Let's go with Ishak Pasha because, of course, Yusuf is already an assassin before, like when Ezio arrives to Constantinople. A tragic memory relived by Desmond through the Animus. Which of these assassins were carried by Altair to the pyre to be burned? Is it Abbas Sofyan? Is it Malik? Is it Al-Mualim? Or is it Swami? I'll let you guys answer, because I'm pretty sure it's one of these. I'll let you guys mention that though. Yeah, it was Ishak Pasha though. We're having a bit of lag. The Mentor, Al-Mualim. Al-Mualim, that I think that is correct. Jetin says Al-Mualim. Yes, there is a sequence where Al-Mualim is put on the pyre after he's killed, and Abbas steals the apple, and a lot of hilarity ensues. So next one. Piri Reis, a master assassin and bomb maker, assist him with his creations by choosing the casing that will cause the bomb to explode on impact. Because we're not logged in, we cannot see the pictures, or not some of them. So, which one would you like us to pick? The first, the second, the third, or the fourth one? Because I think, who knows which one is the proper one. I think we can just go random. I'm not seeing any answers in the chat, so Shell. Where is Skata? Skata always knows the answer to these ones. I guess like Sary is going with the first one. First one. Okay, Kazakage is saying the first one. Impact Shell. Okay, let's go with the first one. Suleiman the Magnificent was considered as one of the greatest rulers of the Ottoman Empire. How many years did he reign? I have no idea. He is very young when he is portrayed in the game, but he should reign a long time. I'm gonna say at least 20 years, 30 years. I'm not sure, honestly. Absolutely don't remember. Christophers, welcome back. The answer is terracotta. Okay, but we could not see any of those. Do you guys know how many years? Nobody knows. General Clanker says 1520 to 1566, so it's 46. That's actually 47 then, because it's 1520 and then all the 46 years after. So that should be 47. Or is it 46? Let's go with 46. We will never know anyway. Let's go to the next one. A hook and run can cause the hook blade to be temporarily caught in an enemy's armor, but Sary will never know, because instead of hooking and running, she just throws the enemies on the ground. So who is the enemy that this applies to? And I would say the big one on the right. You guys also let me know. I would say the one on the right seems to be more like a brood kind of boss. So that can be tangled. Like the hook blade can be tangled in their armor. Noxy Try says right. Yeah. Christopher says Janissary. That is the enemy, the name of the enemy on the right. Jetin also says right, so let's move on to the next one. I think we're missing 3 of them. Locate the Galata headquarters. This should be easy because this is the Galata Tower, I think. So it should be, isn't it underneath the Galata? I have no idea, I don't remember. General Clanker, I'd assume the one with the armor because, you know, it gets tangled in the armor. I have no idea where it is on the map, but it should be around there where Sary put the area, the rectangle. Do you think we will see actual assassin focus for the next Assassin's Creed game set in Japan? I hope so. You don't want to do medieval Japan, if that's medieval, or like any kind of Japan without having assassins in there. But I hope to have an assassin focus in Rift first. So, the people in the chat do not know either. So I'm gonna say Sary is right. We know Sary is right. So let's move on to this one. To the next one. What? Okay, the armor of Ishak Pasha, an unbreakable set of armor that was said to have mystical powers. Select which piece will give Ezio +3 health. I'm gonna say the shoulder pads. I have no idea, but this is an amazing concept. This is a beautiful concept. Oh, you guys mentioned most center, north point, northmost point. We were at the center, so not great. Do you guys know in the chat? Do you guys know which is the piece that will give Ezio +3 health? Triton K, your emojis are always the same. Like, I don't know. The graves. What are the graves? Like the knee pads? Bracers and graves. Graves? Bracers and graves. Let's go with the bracers then. Which one though? That one? The other one?
Well, it's the same.
Let's go with that one. We picked a bracer. Graves legs. Okay. So you guys are okay. So can we put the rectangle at the center? No. Let's pick one of the graves. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Next one. Music. In the Nexus of Time, Desmond is shown a vision of the disaster that befell the precursor. The song playing during the scene, I know the name of the song without even listening to it, but let's listen to it anyway. Sary is raising the volume a bit. Might be pretty strong. I think you guys might know that as well. At least the most hardcore of you. I'm not listening to the music because of the because we're not set up to listen to the music now, but it is pretty like this is the title of this song comes from a line by Jupiter. So do you guys know what that is? I'm not sure if it started already. I think we're experiencing some.
No, it started.
Okay. So General Clanker says Labored and Lost. Absolute banger. Triton K says Labored and Lost. Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs of the entire franchise. Labored and Lost, Labored and Lost. Okay. Good. We will never know the score, but I think it's a solid 8 at the very least. So, while we stay on this screen, we can have a look at the ending of Revelations. Finally one I definitely know. A strange place, this Nexus of Time. I'm not used to the calculations. That's the start of what Jupiter says to Desmond. And he's talking like this track is called yes, I think we can use that if it's in HD. Otherwise that
this one.
Yes. But yeah, and Jupiter tells Desmond, you must go to the place where we labored and lost. So that's why that's the name of the song, because that's the song where we see the Toba catastrophe hitting the world. But yeah, it is time for the ending. We're gonna get it in HD, hopefully. We have I think we're listening to the to the what's it called, the ads, I think. But yeah, sit tight. We're gonna have a look at the ending of Revelations. We're gonna have a look at the what's it called? The dialogue between Desmond and Tina, and then we're gonna have the dialogue with Ezio in front of Altair's skeleton. Okay. And then, are we in HD? Yes, okay. Are we seeing it full screen? I think we are. Okay. We could remove the advertisement here. There we go. Good job. Sitting real tight, okay. Man.
No books.
No books, no wisdom.
No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Man, this is incredible. Like the way in which it was done, the words that were written. The game was, of course, the lead writer was Darby McDevitt. And this is where Ezio finds the final memory disk. And so we are seeing the final part.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Oh, this is also another very good cutscene. Like this is
the rest will go with me
where Darim says that everything
very good.
Father,
that is
I do not understand.
It started with you, Father.
Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
And this is also a tie to
this
the attacks on the by the Mongols that pretty much
stay hidden, Darim. Far
destroyed Masyaf, and that's where the assassins left the castle.
What secret?
Go, son.
All that is good in me came from you, Father. Yeah, it's an amazing line.
All that is good in me began with you.
There it
Father.
is. There's a lot of amazing lines in the ending of Revelations, to be honest. And it's also it's not only the lines by the characters, but also we're gonna see it soon when Altair gets to sit down. Even the UI text is amazing, and the music also is crazy.
Is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge.
These are lines by Al Mualim from AC1. This is a line, I think, by Maria to Altair. And this strange visions and messages of the ones who came before. That's a line from the Codex from AC2. So basically, Altair is going through his memories in his final moments. And now who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? This is another line from the Codex. And Dasha is crying because of what is going to happen here.
This is my duty, Maria.
This is my duty, Maria. This is also from the memories.
Maria? Where are you? Where is she?
Where are you? Where is she?
Gone, Father.
Gone, Father. You do not remember. She's gone.
She's gone.
Man.
If you are asked, say I sent the apple away.
This is how the assassins hid the apple here, because they didn't want the Templars to know, and so they spread some rumors about the apple being sent to Cyprus.
Not until the time is right.
And then, this is another line that is not pronounced, but sit a moment and rest is something that stayed with me ever since I played this scene. Do we know what came before the Isu? No, we do not. I mean, we do know that some stuff or some version of the Isu existed before, but we do not know what and where. Sary is listening to the music and kind of like shivering. And this is another amazing cutscene with the camera going around Altair. And seamlessly moving on to Ezio. Good job by the animation directors and the photography directors. I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, this is Darby's masterpiece. I agree. This is Darby's masterpiece. AC4 also. But this is incredible. Now Ezio goes to the apple, and that's where he sees Desmond.
Another artifact. No,
Something happened.
you will stay here. I have seen enough for one life.
I have seen enough for one life. And there we are with the apple.
Desmond,
He's talking to me?
I heard your name
I
once
heard
before,
your name
Desmond.
once before.
A long time ago.
You guys are all crying in the chat.
Like an image from a
You asked
movie.
for this. But I mean, we had to celebrate Revelations. And Revelations ending is one of the best endings in the franchise, if not the best. So it was a very good idea, Jatin. Best ending ever, yes. With Ezio deciding to quit.
I have lived my life
The
as
assassins.
best I could.
I have
not
lived my
knowing
life
its
as best as I
purpose.
could.
But drawn forward like a
Drawn
moth
forward
distant
like a
moon.
moth to a distant moon. This was one of the questions
Here
that
at
we
last,
asked you
I
a few
discover
weeks
a
ago
strange
in the
truth.
trivia.
But I am only a conduit for a message.
So it must also be very
It's
sad.
my understanding.
I discovered that I'm only a conduit.
Who are we who have been so blessed?
Man, even
Share
this
stories
dialogue, like these lines are so
Speak across centuries.
well crafted.
Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked.
I love this.
Maybe you will be the
All
one
of
to
this.
make all this suffering worth something in the end.
And now he sees Desmond.
Now,
Now listen.
listen.
And now we are in. What is this? What? No! No! This was so anticlimactic. Okay. Moving on.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me?
YouTubers.
YouTubers. Never trust a YouTuber.
Good. A strange place, this nexus.
A strange place, this nexus of time. This was always Minerva's domain.
That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many
I see you still have so many questions, and I'm not gonna answer any of them, by the way.
What do we desire of you?
Yeah, Markuz moment.
Only listen, and I will tell you how.
That's why we use Opera GX with ad blocker.
Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world.
We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method. This is interesting because they never explored this. They never had the chance to show that every method of salvation was tested in a dedicated temple. They just showed the Grand Temple where the 6 or 7 methods were tried.
Each vault's knowledge was transmitted
But there should
to a
be
single place.
other vaults dedicated to the single... What is this? It shouldn't be like this. Okay. These are the Minerva's statues, showing that
It was our duty.
the Grand Temple is located underneath the town that is shown in the cutscene that we're going to see.
We chose those solutions
And this is
held the most
where
promise
Tinia,
and devoted ourselves
Minerva,
to testing
and
their
Juno
merits.
tested the methods.
6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last.
Now we
But
can stay
none
here.
worked. And then the world
Jupiter may be the most forgettable Izu ever. They did everyone dirty after Revelations. And this is one of my favorite CGI moments in all of AC. And every time I talk about the Toba catastrophe in my videos, I always have to use it. Oh, it's fine. It's gonna go. Hopefully. Because this is the only visual representation of the actual Toba catastrophe in the Assassin's Creed lore. It's no Ragnarok, it's no magic, it's no mystical beams or whatever. Like, this is proper AC lore. This is the proper Toba catastrophe hitting the first civilization. This is so good. Well, not for them, but for us at least. Stop mourning. And also, this lady, it was never confirmed who that was, because that's not Eve. Shouldn't be Eve. I think this was just a random lady showing that, you know, the Isu, every kind of Isu, was doomed to their fate. Even if if they had children, even the child is doomed to his or her fate. It's an amazing cutscene. It is showing a bit its age at this point, but it's still friggin' amazing in my opinion. A lot of people back then were speculating about who these guys were, but they were dead anyway, so.
The earth shook for days. The fires burned for weeks.
The music is called Labored and Lost, General Clanker. I for sure know I'm gonna listen to that after the stream is over.
To rebuild,
the moment where Odin is doing the 7 method. Yeah, this is the same moment, exactly.
to the place where we
The
lay.
Isu lady looked like Rhea from the God of War franchise.
Take my word.
I don't know who that is,
Cast them from
sadly.
your head into
I
your
should
hand.
play more God of War.
That is how you will open the way.
And here we are at, maybe before we end the stream, at the end we can move frame by frame and see if we can see Juno in front of the Grand Temple. Let's get to the end. And then I'm not sure if we can move frame by frame here because we are restreaming another YouTube channel.
Wait, look, his
But
vitals are stabilizing.
maybe we can move with the
Something's
mouse.
happening. He's moving.
Meanwhile, in Asgard, let it flow. None shall follow, Loki least of all. I love how each of us remember specific sentences, specific lines of the AC franchise. Ahoy, Finor! Welcome to the stream. We're almost about to wrap up, but thanks for joining us. This is the ending of Assassin's Creed Revelations, with Desmond saying that he knows what to do, and here we are in front of the entrance to the Grand Temple, and this is where it's over. But before that, let me see if we can actually see. Can I?
Do I stop it?
No. I need to go back in the here. Let me see if we can actually find Juno here. Does it take my commands here?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So let me see if we can freeze frame a little bit before. A little bit before. It should be around here. Where is she? There she is. You cannot really see her. But I recall there was like a tiny phantom of Juno.
Here?
Yeah, I think it's like here on the left. Because like it starts here and then should be here on the left. It's like this white halo next to the tree. You don't see it that much. Anyway, that's the ending of Assassin's Creed Revelations, and that is also the ending of this stream. So guys, thank you. Yeah, by the tree. Should be by the tree. But like it was never confirmed, to be honest. It's more like my headcanon, but it is that white halo that you can see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us in the stream today. It was so cool to start Revelations. I was so worried that the stream might crash, but it did not. So, yes. So I wish you a wonderful Revelations week. Keep your eyes out on the channel. I think that by Friday or maybe before, we should be able to release the second part of the Forgotten Saga story analysis. And we'll see if there's going to be any more news, because Embers, no, not today. Not today. Maybe next time we're going to have a look at Embers, General Clanker. But yeah, there have been some more news about something potentially happening in China, so maybe we're going to discuss that on the channel as well, or maybe in the next stream. So guys, enjoy the remainder of the day or the night wherever you are. Stay hydrated because the heat wave is still hitting the world. Have fun, and I'll see you in the